Hi everyone! So I'm here to represent everybody in the Brazilian department because I did a thing. I gave myself a Brazilian wax at home, and I've never been to a professional Brazilian waxer, or I've never gotten it done. So I decided to go about it my way. I guess because I felt like it would be way more comfortable to do in like the privacy of my own home, not have somebody like see my yoni and like it's a thing. But I went to Amazon and I found a warmer kit. It came in this box and it wasn't very expensive. It was like $30. It was like 29 something. And it comes with little wax beads and applicators to apply to different parts of the body area. Bigger parts for the bigger parts of the body, and then smaller ones for the little parts of the body. They also work to mix the wax together so you get the right consistency. And yeah, this is the warmer right here, which is fairly small, but honestly it took me to do it about 2/3 of the bag of beads to successfully like get it all done. So yeah, if I was to give you guys advice right now, I would say the first thing that you would want to do is exfoliate the day before. You can go ahead and exfoliate the day of, that's all on you, but I have sensitive skin. And I know there's a lot of ladies out there that, especially down there, you want to make sure that you're taking care of that stuff ahead of time. You do it the day of, you're going to be leaving yourself little bumps everywhere. It's not going to be a fun deal. Now, if you don't have sensitive skin, go ham, but I recommend exfoliating. English is hard. Exfoliate the night before. Yeah. Well, then I would say lay a towel down. That's the one thing I forgot to do. You think that'd be like complete common sense, like, I'm gonna wax my yoni. And you would lay a towel down so you don't get wax on the floor. But my brain was like, let's just get to it and wax the whole yoni. And I didn't lay a towel down, and that was hard to clean up. The third thing I would put, and what I did, luckily, I have a mirror that I had put right in front of me. I had it up against my dresser and I had my phone camera like pointed towards me so that I can sit in a weird little like angle. Like it was a weird little, almost like a weird pose angle to see what I'm doing and get in there to wax. So I took the wax and I used the little sticks because these things, like, I felt like I was gonna get the wax everywhere. I used one of these in the beginning to stir the wax with, and I just saw how much wax was on it and the broad area it would cover, and I was just not ready for that at all. So I used a little stick. Well, I am going to show you the consistency that you should use the wax on. My one mistake I did make was I used the wax before it was the consistency that it needed to be. It's supposed to be like honey. Let me show you. All right. So as it drips, it should drip like honey. And it shouldn't leave strings, which there's a little bit of a string there. That way it applies evenly and it's more flexible. When I did it the first time, I tried on a Wednesday night. It was super thick when I applied it, and it had hardened so fast and it lost flexibility. So taking it off was terrible. Like, I had already put it on. I had to commit to what I was doing, which was the most terrible thing because whew, it hurt. It hurt so bad. But the next day, I was like, I'm going to try this again because I gave up that night. Wednesday night, I gave up. I failed that night. And then Thursday night, I watched a couple more videos on YouTube, and they were showing a way thinner consistency. So I had decided that I'm going to try a thinner consistency. Yet the thinner consistency was a little bit more on the hot side, but it worked way better. They don't want it to the point where it burns your skin, especially down there. Like, that's your yoni. You don't want that to burn. It's your girl. Like, don't burn that thing. But yeah, I put it on in a thinner consistency, and I put it on in like small little sections, and I worked from the outer parts in. Let me show you a picture of what I did. So I'm gonna make my my weird camel toe and show you what I did. So here is a weird camel toe. There we are. And let's say the bikini area is right here. I worked my way, let me make little arrows, my way from the outside in, all the way until I got to the center. Which, let me tell you, like, when you start on the outside, it doesn't hurt as bad until you get to the inside. Wednesday night was literal, like, heck for me because I, of course, had to tear it off little bit by little bit, and I was just in agony at that point. I was over it, so I had quit. Thursday night, I was ready. It was like challenge accepted. So I went in there, and I was like, I'm gonna do this. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna wax it. It'll be good. It'll be clean. Heck yeah. So I did. I ended up going in there, and I put little sections. I'm gonna show you on my arm about how small the sections were. Let's see. Adequate. So when you go to apply it, you want to twist the wax because it'll drip right off if you don't twist it, like so. And then apply. So you apply in the direction the hair grows, not against it. And then when you apply, so I'm applying, I kind of did this little twist, and it creates like a little lip up here, which you want. You let it dry. Give it a second. Good little blow. All right, anyway. And then you kind of like tear at the end of the lip a little bit, and then yank. And then it'll have like all the hairs on it, which initially, when you do that yank, you gotta count to 3. You go 1, 2, 3. And you just like yank. You yank like no other person ever can get in your way. You know you're gonna yank and you're gonna make it. So yeah, you do it, you commit. But the first couple times you do it and you actually like get it successfully done, you feel so good about yourself. Like, yeah. But make sure when you're doing it, you are committing. You don't want to end up being in a situation where you're taking little piece by little piece. It's not fun. Go ahead and commit. Count to 3 and yank. And you will probably get the best results. If you end up having any extra hair, like little leftover pieces, then you go against the hair growth. So then you apply the opposite direction. So hair growth on, say, your arm goes upward, you would want to apply downward. So I'm going to get my handy dandy little stick here with wax, and I'm going to twist and apply downward and do my little lip. All right, there we are. And it doesn't take very long to dry, so that's one thing you want to watch out for. So pull the lip a little bit. And like I said, I'm not a professional. This is just how I did it. So this is what I do. Don't mind me here. All right, and once you get the lip like fully ready, maybe if I can do it. I'm having technical difficulties. I can't. These nails, I didn't have my nails on when I was waxing either, so that probably would help. But 1, 2, 3. Maybe. Came out in chunks. Try not to do that on your yoni because that's not a good thing. It doesn't feel good to have to get back in there. And it happened to me like twice, but with as little of sections as I was doing, that's a pretty good outcome for what I was dealing with. Yeah. Another thing that I did not do that I should have done was aftercare. After I had finished waxing my yoni and I got a complete beautiful clean bikini wax, I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm leaving it alone. My skin was red. It was sensitive, so I left it alone. That was my first instinct or thought. But apparently you're supposed to have like aftercare. So please research your aftercare. There's like an aftercare spray that you can get in these kits that I did not think about or know about. And what I experienced now, so today is Sunday. Thursday was my successful day of waxing. Today's Sunday. I noticed last night, which was Saturday, little tiny irritation bumps because I didn't go through and take care of the aftercare. So please, for the life of me, take care of your aftercare. Like, I know it's going to heal and it's going to be okay probably by tomorrow, but we don't want that. We're ladies. That's our special area. We want to keep all, because that's ours. And I don't know, it's just something you want to keep looking good. So yeah, but that's kind of what I went through. If you guys have any questions, I will try my best to answer them. But like I said again, I'm not a professional about your yoni and the yoni waxing stuff. But yeah, thank you for watching my video, even though I'm weird, which is, I don't know, I guess it's cool. But if you guys have any questions again, go ahead and comment, ask. I don't know what all social medias I'll be posting this on. Probably YouTube for sure. Maybe Facebook. So you can totally like message me and I can get back to you and let you know. So I'm here. I'm a ladies woman. I'm not going to judge you for asking me questions about that. Because it's one of those things, like, and yes, it does hurt because if that's ever a question, it does hurt. It's not for someone who is very sensitive, like, well, my skin's sensitive, but if you touch something like I don't even know what to compare it to. If you don't have a high pain tolerance, that's where I should go. Yeah. If you don't have a high pain tolerance, it's probably not for you. I originally have had a high pain tolerance. So yeah, that's one question, like, I hope is already completely like out of there. It does hurt. So yeah, you guys have a good day. Thank you for watching my TED Talk about the stove. You guys have a good rest of your day. Happy Sunday.